India is home to the largest pool of human capital the world has ever known, and probably will ever know. And it is this movement of people, this tremendous movement of people and ideas, that is going to define this country in the 21st century. It is this energy that is producing your best managers. It's driving the stock market. And it's the energy providing labor for all your factories. It drives the consumption upon which your businesses are built. Democracy and technology have triggered a non-reversible chain reaction in India. This reaction is now unstoppable. Nobody can stop it. We have to channel this reaction. We are now sitting on an unstoppable tide of human aspiration, a tide so great that it is going to move forward regardless of what we do. But for this massive movement of people and ideas to be truly transformational, we need to nurture it. We need to make it harmonious. We need to make it happen smoothly. We need to use the energy generated by this movement of people and ideas, the force that this movement is generating, and we need to use it to empower everybody. Not one person, not almost everybody, but everybody. The first thing we need to do is we need to accelerate this movement. It is our duty to provide India with the physical infrastructure to enable this unprecedented movement of people and ideas. This infrastructure needs to connect India. It needs to connect Indian villages, it needs to connect Indian cities, and it needs to connect India to the rest of the world. We have to provide the roads on which our dreams are paved. And these roads, they can't have potholes. They can't break down in 6 months. They have to be big roads because they're going to carry strong people. They're going to carry strong forces. We have to provide the ports from which our ideas will set sail. We have to provide the electricity for our children that will light up their future. Government cannot build this infrastructure alone. We are incapable of doing it alone. We need your help. It has to be built jointly, and together we will find the models where capital is used efficiently and without delay. It is critical that the business environment for the creation of this dynamic infrastructure is stable and predictable. Secondly, people were not the only thing moving on that train. Ideas moved with them. And in the 21st century, we need to make ideas move fast. We need to aggressively build a knowledge infrastructure that will support this massive flow of ideas. Together we must ensure that our knowledge, education and skills define the global standard. It's not good enough for us to say, we want to be like them. They have to say, we want to be like India. Certainly we have the seeds of a world-class education system. It's there, but it's small. It needs to be expanded. But that alone is not going to be enough. Today we are mortgaging our future because large parts of our education and training are based on defunct ideas. Ideas that are no longer relevant. Our economic vision must be about more than money. It must be about compassion. We must envision a future for India that leaves no man and no woman outside in the shadows. Embracing the excluded is essential to the wealth of the nation. If we do not embrace them, we will all suffer. It's very simple. In a democracy, the poor have a veto. And we have to carry the poor and the weak with us. India will only move forward with inclusive growth that embraces everyone and is open and attainable to those inside this room and those very, very far outside. Now there is a strong connection between harmony and growth. I spoke about this energy, this movement, and there are two ways this movement can go. It can go harmoniously, or it can go disruptively. And the idea of the Congress Party is that it should go harmoniously. Everybody should move together happily. There's a strong connection between harmony and growth. India has grown faster under the UPA because we have greatly lowered tensions between communities, made growth more inclusive, and fostered an environment of tolerance and harmony. Anger, hatred, and prejudice do not contribute to growth. Do not underestimate the benefits of harmony. When you play the politics of alienating communities, you stop the flow of movement of people and ideas. And when that happens, we all suffer. Businesses suffer, the seeds of disharmony are sown, and the dreams of our people are severely disrupted. Once begun, this damage takes a very long time to reverse. It is very dangerous to leave people behind. Inclusive growth is a win-win for everybody. We have a tendency in India to think about solving all our problems incrementally. This is a mistake. There are some problems that require exponential solutions. Whenever India has done well, it has done so not by incremental steps, but by radically transforming its structures. Look at our successes, from the Green Revolution to the White Revolution to the IT and telecoms revolution. All those successes were the results of exponential thinking. We're a brave young country. What India is thirsting for now is a visionary partnership. A partnership that incentivizes you to provide economic gains for the poor and the millions of aspiring middle class. It is only once this partnership is forged that we will generate the momentum to transform this country. The Congress Party is the only political institution capable of forging this partnership. It is the only party which is inclusive by design and whose core value is promoting harmony. We are committed to creating an open political architecture that is accessible to every Indian. Today we need to forge a new business compact, a new framework that responds to the 21st century. On our part, we will ensure a fair, rules-based and stable environment for entrepreneurs, large and small. An environment where businesses need not compete in the corridors of Harizina Hill, but compete instead on the streets and gullies of our towns and villages. An environment where businesses will thrive by innovating better products and services. The compact should bring the excluded into the economic mainstream. In such an environment, I invite business to help us unleash entrepreneurship and jobs at scale. In this compact, business would commit to play by the rules, protect the environment, and respect the rights of people. We are readying ourselves by developing a new political architecture which will incorporate in a systemic way all voices, including the voices of business. I've come here because I believe in you. I believe that this country cannot move forward without you. I've come here because I want to forge a partnership with you, a long-term partnership to take this country forward. Let us work together to build this brave, empowered new India. We are actually much more powerful than we think. Except we just don't apply power in a centralized way. There are people doing yoga in New York, dancing around. That's Indian power. You go to a nightclub somewhere in Spain, and there's Amitabh Bachchan on the screen there dancing around. That's Indian power. That's the power of the beehive. Nobody sees it.